situation is not, a downward spiral.
I just want her
can't
to
fall
be
off the floor, but you can
okay.
roll down some damn stairs.
I just want her to be okay from this. I don't want her to have any physical mess up. Like brain kind of jacked up. She get nervous twitches now.
Right.
I just want her to be
really hoping that this is like a huge wake up call for her. Like maybe she had to go through this. You know how they say people when they lose consciousness, they can. Or maybe she's talking to her mom. For those who believe in God, maybe something like that. Like this is some kind of spiritual intervention, some kind of wake up call, and that she snaps out of it and like Seneca was saying, just does better. That's what I'm hoping. I will really, really hate to see this young lady.
She's gonna come back with superpowers,
watch. And be buried, and it's just it's sad. It's just so sad.
She's gonna come back as the first X-Men.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Just saying, people be having life-changing events, and all of a sudden they can fly and shit. So I'm like, she's gonna come back.
Her name is gonna be Resurrect.
She's gonna be a superhero.
There you go, Resurrect Christina. Man, so we were talking about the whole the lawsuits and stuff that's been going on in the music world, where everybody's saying that somebody is sampling somebody. That it started off with the whole Blurred Lines and Marvin Gaye's family, and how they were just recently awarded $7.4 million off of Blurred Lines. And
they should have got more.
Off of that. Yeah, they were saying off of that, Pharrell, who produced it, he made $16 million off the song by itself. But
right.
Yeah, they awarded the family $7.4 million, and now they're going after Happy by Pharrell. Which when I heard both versions, Pharrell did that's too similar. So I'm thinking they may have enough win on their hands with Happy too.
Right. Before we go into depth about this conversation, let's clear some things up for you people who don't understand how sampling goes. People have to get permission from the actual writer, if not the estate of the previous artist. At that point,
and the publisher.
At that point in time, a monetary value is exchanged. So let's say if Pharrell sat down and said, I'll give you $1,000 for this sample, and they agreed to it, no matter how much money Pharrell makes off that song, they can't come after him. In this particular situation, people, they never got permission. It's like someone did a mixtape, and then they said this is an album. That way you have to pay everybody you sample. So that's how the whole entire reason this became a court case. So for all of y'all out there, people been sampling for years. I had to break it down to somebody. There's rules and regulations to it. That's why they got sued. Yeah. They didn't ask for permission.
I agree.
This ain't back in the 40s, people, when white folks can just steal your music and you can't do shit about it. No, there's rules now.
Yeah.
You make a song and all of a sudden Elvis got it. You can't do shit.
It's just extremely irresponsible to be that much of established artist talent to where you don't know that, or to where you thought you could get away with it. Or maybe they just put it out and they didn't think it would be that big, and it just kind of took on a life of itself. But they still could have.
Or somebody just dropped the ball. That happens a lot, where your publicist is supposed to get this cleared. They don't do what they're supposed to, or send it to the wrong company. Because what happens is sometimes an album could be owned by a certain record label, and the artist can be somewhere else. So they send it to the record label that the artist is currently on, not realizing you needed permission from somebody else.
I know when Britney Spears did the remake somewhat of Bobby Brown's song, he was pissed.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Right to it. But he was pissed.
Yeah, that's why you gotta be careful out here, people. So all you up and coming artists who want to go out here and make these epic albums and want to sample music from a time frame you grew up, get that shit cleared first.
Do a mixtape or get it cleared.
Get it cleared.
Just like they said, a rep from the Marvin estate said if they would have picked up the phone and just called to get it cleared, they would have not had to come out of pocket as much. But since they didn't pick up that phone or send that email, now they out of pocket $7.4 million.
Right, and don't be sampling somebody super big like Marvin Gaye and not
don't
recognize that.
That song is apparently that song. When it first came on, I said, "Oh, Marvin Gaye,"
Right.
And then it was like, oh, cool. They did a really good job of, making the song their own. It was a great song. I just, we should have got shit clear.
But also, I wonder, with the state of Marvin Gaye even took it to court, if Happy just fell off the fucking map. Like,
now, what did Happy sample?
It's another. I can't think of that name.
Hold on. There's a website for you people out there who ever want to know if you heard something where the hell it came from. It's called Who Sampled It. All you got to do is type in the name of the song,
nice.
and it'll tell you. I found this the other day by mistake.
That's dope.
I like that. Yeah, that is dope.
Hold on. Continue talking while I look this up.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to listen to the music in my head, but I can't pinpoint what song it could be from.
What was it, yesterday? Yeah, yesterday, my boyfriend and I were listening to it just to try to hear the similarities, and it was too similar, like too freaking. It was like, yeah, for real. Yeah, you about to come out of pocket again. Yeah, sad.
Damn.
And I know Pharrell had stated that he didn't think Happy would be as big as it grew to be. But still, he's been in the business, 20 years. Like, Pharrell's been in the game a long time, so he knows how that goes.
No, he been doing that too long.
Yeah. No excuse.
Right, and a lot of his songs, but I don't know, a lot of people a lot of music, and there's only so much original music out there. Everything stems from something else.
Actually, if you look at Pharrell's list, he samples a lot of shit. All right, Happy's not telling me exactly what it is, but damn, he done a lot of fucking sampling.
What has he done?
Let's see if I can pull it up.
Like Let's Blow, the one song he did with Snoop and Keisha Cole.
Oh, that's my
Tina
jam.
Marie.
He did.
What was that?
He did. Let's blow. Boom, 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 boom. Let's get blow.
Right, because I thought about that
really?
too. Drop it like it's hot.
Somebody had posted it on Facebook. It's called.
I'm still shocked people still poke.
Yeah,
me too. That's so irritating.
Like, what the hell is that? Like, stop poking me.
Whoa.
Like, one of my old friends poked me.
Okay, it's called Marvin Gaye. The song is called Ain't That Peculiar by Marvin Gaye.
That's what it is.
Oh, I don't know that song.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not like, it's probably, Pharrell probably thought he was slick and got an album filler track and then sampled it, and then nobody.
I could see if it was a relevant Marvin Gaye song, but it's a song that nobody freaking knows.
And I think that's
probably
why
number
the original
4 on the album or some shit.
Right, and I think that's probably why they didn't think about it. You had to have been like a super in-depth Marvin Gaye fan who's owned every single vinyl ever to even realize that this was a Marvin Gaye sample, which is probably what ended up happening with Happy, why it kind of went under the rug. But Blurred Lines is what really got him in trouble, because that's like in the cassette, you can tell that's a Marvin Gaye song right away.
Somebody ran and told that.
Somebody he didn't pay off. Right, somebody he didn't pay off.
Yep.
He was like, all right, nigga, you want to be like that? I got you.
Mhm.
And now, you should have gave me my $100 million, man. I'm at my $100,000. Now you got to drop $7 million.
Yep, and like, okay, like Mia was saying, now Jermaine Dupri coming after Sierra.
That's because JD need the money right now, bitch. JD ain't did shit in a minute. I won't be surprised if he don't start to sue Chris Brown and Tiger for stealing Criss Cross idea on their latest album cover.
Oh yeah, that's what somebody said. The video. No, that's
when you look at the album cover, the video, it's literally Criss Cross top to bottom.
Because then now what's happening is you got Jermaine Dupri that came at her, and I forgot what he said, what track that. Oh, Usher, one of Usher's songs. And then on top of that, producer Brian Michael Cox, who I love, he's a dope producer. Now he's coming after Sierra, saying that it samples Still by Tamia, which when I listen to it, I'm a huge Tamia fan. It has I hear all of Steel in there, but I don't hear the Usher in there, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's supposed to
be
the You Got It Bad song.
Yeah. I was trying to hear it, but I couldn't hear it. I don't know. But moral of the story, people, is if you want a sample,
get your shit cleared.
Pick up the phone, get it cleared, send an email. Don't release it until it's clear. Okay?
Right. I don't care how hot it is. But in Pharrell's instance, Happy, he was getting that Despicable Me money, though, so giving up $7 million for like maybe 20 he got, I think he broke even that day.
Yeah, he'll produce something else or do something else to make that back.
Yeah, make that
or
right
maybe
back.
He got residuals and make it back to something.
And stop wearing them funny-ass hats. You're not a Mountie, bruh.
Clap along.
Oh, they're saying that Tyga somewhat confirmed that he's in love with Kylie Jenner.
I'm sick of that hoe. I don't even know nothing about her, and I'm already sick of her.
Who is in love with her?
Tiger.
Because apparently they're supposed to be together. You know, she doesn't have the Kardashian last name because she's one of Bruce Jenner's daughters. So she's Kylie Jenner, but she's part of that whole clan.
But isn't he a grown-ass man?
Right. You didn't hear the memes that were going out? Like when a woman is old, she's chasing young niggas, she called a cougar. But if it's a dude, they're a tiger. And they
I saw that. People stupid.
They don't play with these memes, dog. They will assassinate your character in a heartbeat.
Man. Never lie.
I mean, that remind me of them 20-year-olds cruising the high schools back in the day.
That's
man,
young girl.
I was them college
girl.
Chicks.
Man,
college chicks don't give them no time, so they go get them a high school girl.
I remember like all this stuff made me think back because you know when you're a young female, when you're in your teens, and you got older guys at you. You thinking it's cute. You're like, oh, this older guy likes me. Oh, my God. But when I look back on it now, it's like, oh, my God, he was an R. Kelly.
Girl,
he was an R. Kelly.
Could smack the shit out of fat guys. You pedophile. You a pedophile. You a pedophile. The only thing that I will say is, well, I didn't talk to that many older guys because I did have an age limit. Like, when I was 17, you couldn't be older than 22. If you was older than 22, it was too weird for me.
It should have been, because that's a completely different mind state.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same here.
And I felt like you got kids. I ain't got no kids.
Yeah.
Right, at that age, probably, I don't know, because at that age, y'all would have probably had kids, too.
Yeah. I know I was 16, and I wasn't the type to lie about my age, and I think he was 22. And I told him I was 16, but he didn't care. He did not care at all. And back then, I thought it was cute. I'm like, oh, this older guy. But when I look back, I'm like, oh, wait.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Like, if I had a daughter, oh, no.
When I was out of high school, I was done with high school. Like, and the crazy part about it is I was young when I graduated from high school. I was still 16. So technically, I should have been able to still date high school girls. But I was like, the minute I graduated from high school, I didn't talk to nobody. If you were still in high school, I don't care if you were 18 and I'm 16. I'm still not talking to you. You had to at least be in some form of a college. Get me wrong, my freshman year was rough. It was. But that's just how I was. I couldn't do it. I couldn't date nobody back in high school. I broke up with my girlfriend as soon as I graduated senior year because she technically was still a junior. Like, nah, I can't do that, baby.
Hi, can I have a
This ordering drive-through having ass.
You probably mute her? Oh, let me mute her.
Ordering in the drive-through ass.
Okay, so now, like, give me a number 2 with some mac.
All right, hey, throw 2 apple pies on there.
Ooh, yes, fresh, warm apple pies. Ooh, yes.
And a large fry with no salt.
Give me them sea salt fries.
Juan be doing that shit on his show. Bro be smooth in the drive-thru ordering chicken on the way coming from work while hosting his show. Don't hit me about no music, no nothing. Just straight order in the middle of the damn show.
That is hilarious. Well, you know, since I'm like on this huge, like really hit escapade with my boyfriend, I feel like I have to alter my diet a little bit, which I always ran from doing that. Every person